All right.
Okay.
Well, something from The View, but if they didn't really talk about it.
True.
This is interesting, y'all. Snowfall star Damson Idris said he suffered nightmares after looking to the devil for inspiration.
Oh.
The British actor Damson Idris said he suffered from nightmares after he decided to look to the devil for some inspiration to help with his Snowfall character.
No.
He wanted the last show, he wanted to be real tough and he had to be vicious and evil. So he said he went and he stood. Well, let me tell you what he said. In the last season, I was hitting a block. I was like, oh, I'm not doing it right. He shared around 950 point of the chat that he was doing. I went in the corner and then I was looking at the wall and I was like, come on, devil. Come on, devil. Come to me. Come to me. I had to do something like real crazy. He said, I had nightmares for months. I had nightmares every day. I just felt that bad energy. I had to pray and do all this stuff to get rid of it. You know, you call your mom up and you like, bring me back to life. That stuff is real. That stuff is real. So he playing around with the devil and he saw that it was the devil did come to him.
Maybe that needed to happen so he can see that it's real.
These people better stop playing around.
Yeah.
And a lot of times when a lot of people be like, oh, they satanic or they not, nuh-uh. It's these kids playing around. Like they'll have the concert and they'll have, you know, horns and
Ouija boards,
the devil, you know, walking across
items
the
that
stage.
they think it's just for fun.
They being funny about it. But he's there to tell them it's nothing to play with. It's real.
Because it brought about nightmares to him.
It brought nightmares.
But he played with it first, though, right?
Go ahead, Mike. What you say?
I'm sorry, I was just saying, but he played with it first, right?
He played who?
He played with the devil first. He went after that first.
Yep.
He begged for the devil's help.
Yep. He said he stood in the corner and said, come on, devil.
I see.
Now, why would he say that?
But you know what? On the other side of that, I see why he probably would do that. He wants to try to, like, you know, even Wendy as an actress, a lot of times they try to pull to be inspired. I know he played with it when he knew now, he knows now. But I think Mike, what he was trying to do is, come on, devil. I need some inspiration on how to make this evil, make my part, you know, really be real. And who would better person to call on?
And then he had this conversation with the guy who played Jeffrey Dahmer. And he said, the guy, his Peters, he said that role, that evil character was difficult for him. They don't realize they pull on these spirits when they come on, when they want to take on, like if you go in the corner and say, I want to be Jeffrey Dahmer, I want whatever Jeffrey Dahmer, and then the devil gonna be like, okay, you want to be the same spirit?
I went to the doctor one time. My pressure was extremely high. And my doctor said, what's going on? Are you okay in your marriage? Everything okay with the kids? This and that? I said, I'm fine. Why you ask me that? I said, because your pressure is extremely high. What have you been doing? I said, well, I'm in a play. They said, what are you playing? Oh, I said, a fatal track. He said, that's it. He said, your body doesn't know you're playing. So every time you play that part, you take your pressure up.
Oh.
I said, what? He said, yeah, your body doesn't know you're playing. He said, why do you think people listen to, like you all have, Sounds of the Beach? Because your body thinks you're at the beach.
Yeah. Okay. So
before I think about too, as an actress, words, you are speaking words when you speak your lines. That's putting it out in the atmosphere for you. I have experienced going in so deep it can make you sad or make you angry or have an attitude, especially if it's something you're playing for like 3 months, every 4 days. It can start to wear on you.
Yeah.
But realistically speaking, a good actor can turn it on, turn it off.
Right. To me, I would just try to pull from my own inspiration. Everybody has had something in their life that has angered them.
Yeah, it's like
didn't
different types of actors. Like Denzel is a personality actor. You're always going to see his personality. But then you have other actors like Jamie, who are a character actor.
Yeah.
He
Didn't,
changes his walk, his talk, everything. And
didn't
then you
Linda
have
Blair
box office like John Travolta used to be, or Samuel Jackson. They're guaranteed to fill that box office. So you got personality actors, you got character actors, and you got box office. And most A actors are personality or characters.
Okay.
Oh,
Didn't Blair?
no, Mike was just gonna say something. As I said, it's to get.
Okay.
I'm jumping in there because you were saying I had to keep it in my mind so I wouldn't forget it. So I'm sorry for trying to jump in.
Okay.
Like double dutch.
Okay.
When you mentioned actors, though, but remember some actors do share their experiences when they play a certain part. So
method actors, if they think about that dog getting hit,
right,
with their mother dying, yeah, they're method actors.
Well, I'm saying as far as
Linda
Blair when she played the Exorcist. So there's a lot of actors, whether they're whatever title you're calling them or category you're putting them in, a lot of times when you tamper with something supernatural,
right,
regardless of what kind of actor you are, you could open the door to something,
absolutely,
not realize it.
Yeah,
absolutely, absolutely.
That's what I was trying to say. Okay.
I would be scared to be in the Exorcist movie. I would be terrified. That movie scared me more than any movie I've ever seen. When her head turned around, my mother, blah, blah, blah. There was so much hatred in her voice. That's what scared me. The power in her voice. I said, oh, and I never want to see that movie again. I won't watch it.
What do you think, Mike?
Well, okay, I don't act, but he went into he went to I mean, Satan's real, and I wouldn't want to call upon him for something like that, right? Like, it is dangerous, so I'm not surprised that he felt that.
Yep.
I mean, some people who maybe act like murderers, they go visit people like that or get to learn and understand how they think.
Yeah,
that's different than calling on the devil for inspiration. Right? He was playing with some serious fire with that.
Well, he won't do that again.
You said he learned.
It's like I hear people say, "Oh, I went to a fortune teller. She told me things she couldn't have known." I said, "That doesn't surprise me." What do you mean? I said, because she had the gift of prophecy, but she misused it.
Exactly. Yeah. You watch Eve's Bayou?
No, what is that?
Eve's Bayou, the movie with
yeah.
With the women having that same spirit.
That witch.
Yeah. And the little girl even having that same spirit. It was a kindred spirit she picked up from her auntie.
Yeah.
But the one didn't want one reading each other and stuff, but they both were not doing it for God's purpose and building the kingdom. Right. But they did have that gift.
Okay. So let's see what they're saying in the chat. Okay, going back. Emerald says, can we please get at least one good candidate? She talking about the candidates.
Right.
Sharon says,
wide world, that's all they have.
Sharon says he can pull in Scott, probably for vice president. Emerald says, I saw Biden falling. We all saw that. I showed it over and over again, Emerald. It makes him look weak and feeble. That's what we all said. Yeah. Sharon says, people don't understand that you can't play with the devil. The devil is real.
Yeah.
That's nothing to play with. Emerald says, I don't think people understand that their soul is in jeopardy when they call on Satan. And then she says, why not pray to God for inspiration? He could have prayed to God and said, God, I really want to do this role. Give me some inspiration. I've had anger and I'll draw from that my own anger.
Maybe a situation that happened in my life can pull that out.
Or be angry at the devil. Draw from that.
That's true.
At all the stuff he's doing in the world.
Get under my feet.
Get behind him. And he would have been a real good actor.
Yeah, people were like, woo.
Yeah, and
it's like he was talking to the devil.
His inspiration was the devil.
Yeah.
You gotta call on the devil to help.
Step on you.
Yeah. That's true. He could have used the devil as inspiration.
How God says we have power over him.
No, but to be mad at him.
Yeah.
So he messed up.
But he learned from it.
So do your share
we'll
thing.
see. I'll share another.
Just like
Okay.
All right, y'all. Your favorite ladies in the news again. Marjorie